Hey everybody, welcome back to Transsexual Sunday. Well, I'm actually filming this on Saturday night. I just felt like talking, even though I'm not prepared. Just got in from the antique mall, and so I really wasn't prepared to do a video. I just thought it's come to mind, and I thought I'd like to talk about it. So everybody knows the spiel. This is for adults over the age of 18. We're not trying to groom anybody. So enter at your own risk. And if you're a TERF or a troll or an extreme right-winger who wants to jump in with a man, you need to take yourself out too, because I don't have the patience for it. I sure don't. Okay. I wanted to talk about my second husband. He was the love of my life. Everything with him fell into place. He was exactly what I had always looked for. He was handsome, he was dashing, and he was crazy about me. He didn't keep me hidden. I was introduced to all of his friends. We were always going to parties and outings with this group of friends. But what really brought that marriage to an end, he did not know that I was trans. Up until the last year of our marriage, I had tried to leave him, and he did not want me to leave him, and I said, I've got to tell you this. Of course, this was on the phone. He said, come home and we'll talk about this. So I went home, and we talked for one whole evening about my situation. And in the end, he said, you're a woman. I've been married to you all these years. You are a woman. So we tried to go back into our life as it had been. Well, they were reasons that I knew he was from the Middle East, from Syria, and him being the oldest, he would be expected to have children. So we discussed this after he knew that I could not have children. Now, I won't go into all the years of deception and all the things I had to do to pull that off. That's way in the past. I don't feel like talking about that. But when we were at the point where he did know, and I needed to figure out a way for us to have a family. He did not want to adopt. He did not like the idea of a surrogate because it would be his child, but not mine. And then we had read a report. This was in like the mid-1980s, where they were experimenting with uterine implants. And that, of course, the main reason for the experiments was so that genetic-born women who could not have children would be able to. But that report also said that it would be, right behind that would be transsexual women. They were still using transsexual back then. That transsexual women who wanted very strongly to have children, that would be a possibility. So we were all in on that. But of course, you see, it's still not available. What, 40 years later? But that's what we thought we were going to be able to do, but then it never got to that point. And then I realized that sooner or later, it's best that we do this now. And I left, and I filed for divorce. Because I knew, on top of anything else, problems that we might have had, the fact that he could not have children with me was a deciding point that I had to let this man go. It didn't mean I didn't love him. It did not mean that it wasn't the most perfect for me person in the world. Everybody I've ever met or had a relationship with since then has been judged by him. And of course, none of them measure up. No. It was just like something that's hard to describe. Of course, there was that physical attraction. There was that sensual, sexual attraction that was breathtaking. The kind of thing that for the first year or so was intoxicating. That kind of relationship. Many sweaty nights. That kind of relationship. Plus, out of the bed, we had a great life. It wasn't like he just left me and went and done his thing. He took me with him. He showed me off. Introduced me to everybody. Because he was Middle Eastern, of course, you know they have this custom of serving tea. Tea was always at our house. And a lot of those folks would stay for dinner. So I learned how to cook the Middle Eastern dishes. It was all that part was great. And after all the years we were together, those people that were his friends became my friends. They were like family. When someone's in your house almost on a daily basis, they are like family. So when I went through that divorce, I lost all my family from that marriage. And that was really awful. I hadn't really thought about that. I thought that eventually we would all reconnect as friends, but that never happened. Yeah. So I still carry that feeling that this was my one and only. And we have reconnected through the years, on the phone only. Neither one of us want to take it that far, but we like to know how each other are doing. And he even follows me on TikTok. And he watches every video I put up. And whenever something, if he watches a video that looks like I'm upset about something, he goes on the phone, calls, "Are you all right?" That's a true connection that has spanned 40 years. And that's someone who will always stay in my heart and probably be one of the last things I think of before I close my eyes for the last time. Nothing's forever. I want anybody to know that. Nothing is forever. It may be longer time, but for what time I was with that man, it would stay with me forever. I just felt like I needed to say that. Now, I'm putting this on YouTube because I really don't know if I should put it on TikTok for him to see that I'm actually talking about him, because I haven't been talking about him on those videos. I'm not mentioning any names or anything. Y'all think I should put it over there? Y'all let me know. So if you haven't already subscribed, and you know there's going to be some crazy shit I'll put up, now's the time to do so. And click the little notification bell so you'll get a ding every time I put up something. And like it only if you actually liked it. All right, bye-bye.